Okay. Okay. Hey guys. I guess the stream is actually working. Um, let's make sure. Let me make this up. Okay. Actually, make it. Make it public for a bit, right? All right, guys, we're gonna get started in just a few minutes. We're gonna start at about 7 o'clock Eastern time. We got about 8 minutes. We're gonna do a quick sound check together. Make sure that you can hear my voice and see my screen. And we're gonna be doing the $50,000 to $50,000 challenge. This is our day one, July 1st. My name is Dr. Greg McLeod, and it's so good to be with you here. We're gonna be using the Samurai Sword strategy to look for trading opportunities during the Tokyo session. Okay, so I'm going to check to see if you guys are out there. If anyone's out there watching. I know a lot of people come on a little bit later. And let's go ahead and go to our count. And I see. Okay. All right. One person is watching. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this marks the first day of our $50,000 to $50,000 challenge. And it's so good to be with you here today. We are going to be using the Samurai Sword strategy, an opening range breakout strategy. And we just look at the first couple of hours of the market opens. And there's a Sydney, Tokyo, London, and New York sessions. I particularly like the Tokyo session. I'll show you why in a minute. Because we get a lot of great trading opportunities. We're going to be using a software called the Samurai Sword dashboard, kind of like a radar that looks at all 72 currency pairs and actually finds which ones are breaking out. Now, if you ever had the problem of you're trading something and you're waiting for it to move, but then you see other things moving, or you look at your charts the next day and go, well, I should have traded Aussie CAD or Kiwi Yen or Euro dollar, but you were stuck maybe in pound dollar and wasn't really doing anything, right? Maybe you're only on your laptop or maybe on a phone, and so switching around different charts looking for winning opportunities is it's kind of hard to do, right? So what I've developed is this radar. What this radar does actually, it scans all the currency pairs, CFDs, stock market indices, and finds the ones which are breaking out of a tight range. Because usually when they break out from a range, they usually continue for the rest of the day. So that gives us a really small risk, and we call it asymmetric risk to reward, where you risk very little to make a whole lot. Okay. And so we call that the Samurai Sword because it looks like a sword, looks like it's long, and breaks out, right? So the Samurai Sword strategy is what we use during this $50,000 to $50,000 challenge. Which is different about this challenge is I work with you. You get to look over my shoulder while I trade. We actually analyze the market. We're going to use our Samurai Sword dashboard to find trading ideas, trading setups. And then we're going to look at charts. We're going to have a chat room. You'll be able to hopefully you'll be able to participate in the chat. Well, we used to have a chat that was available, but they revamped our software. So, sometimes when they revamp software, they take away stuff and say, "Hey, it's new and improved." Like, nah, you took stuff away, right? And so we're gonna be doing that. So I'm gonna make sure people have the link to the room. Copy, and then We have a community on school. To be part of the challenge is only $127 a month, and that gives you access to live trading with me, a really cool traders group, our school community, and then we post the charts. You get access to alerts, and also some our AI tools, right? And so we're going to get started in just a couple of minutes, and let me go ahead and actually. Uh, July challenge starts today at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. So what I'm going to do for you guys on YouTube, I know you didn't pay anything, and that's cool. I wanted you to get a sample of what we do, how we set our charts up, and even give you some trading tips and some ideas too, while you're looking over our shoulder for the first 30 minutes, and then I'm going to turn my attention to our to the people who are part of the challenge, and then we'll let you know tomorrow how we did. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. The format of what we're going to be doing for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Really, it's Wednesday, right? For Wednesday, because it's we didn't start July 1st is a Wednesday, so we're starting this for the month of July, so you can see what we do, and if it makes sense to you, if there's something you want to be part of, well, certainly you can't join the July because it's already started, but you can start the challenge in August, and we're going to do it every month. And so again, it's a 127 to start. And if you actually want to join the free room over in our other school community, you can as well. It's just $7 a month, but 7-day free trial. And I post our tips and trading ideas and also our trade setups in that room. And that's going to be a real powerful for $7. It's cheaper than a cup of coffee, right? So there's lots of ways to help. And if you have any questions or anything like that, I'm really available, really accessible. My mission is to help you become a professional trader like me, like my students. And I've been doing this for close to 30 years. I work for one of the largest forex broker dealers in the world. And we've had some tremendous success with taking small, tiny accounts. We have something called the compound trading spreadsheet, in which if you email me, I'll go ahead and give you access to that. But we have our sheet there. That's our compound, and so we have the position size, what our target is, and we move from $50 all the way down to $50,000 step by step. Okay, and so I can give you, if you write me, I'll give you access to the sheet, and if you can follow along as well. Okay, I'm going to put this in here. Here is the link, all right, and post. And I'm going to put my headphones on because it's going to reduce the noise and the congestion. We're going to get started. We usually get started with prayer. You guys got to see my little pre-warm up there. Again, I'm so excited for you to be here, part of the challenge. I'm going to let my VIPs in, and let me go ahead and admit Chuck, admit Steve. Okay. Hey, Chuck.
How's it going, sir?
Doing good, man. You?
Doing great, man.
Hey, awesome to see. I didn't know you signed up for July.
It's automatic. They debit it every month.
Okay, well, welcome aboard. I'm so glad. I haven't seen him in a while. Maybe he just didn't want to be. So I'm glad. I'm glad you're here. My goodness. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I haven't stopped the debit, so at some point in time they'll take it out and do its thing.
Cool. Okay, yeah. Cause I was looking where's Chuck? Okay, let me go because I put. I don't know if I put the link. We have a new software we're really excited about. The Samurai Radar dashboard scans all these really all cool breakouts, and I moved to step 12. I'm at step 12 on the on the spreadsheet already, and I funded the account with $100.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we got some really good stuff here. Well, someone messaged me. Let me see who's that. Who that be? We're gonna get started. Steve is here. That's okay. Oh, can you send me the link to? Mhm. Let's see. Okay, James. Let me see that. We go here. Oh, he's on I'll pay. Okay, he's wondering too. Like, oh, no, let's come on in. Okay. James, Jimmy boy, where are you, bro? Okay. You are, oh, type so slow. You are on AutoPay. Auto, UTOPAY. Click the link. Okay. All right. Okay. Awesome. Hey, Steve.
Doc.
Hey, what's up, man?
Good to be here, brother.
Glad you're here too. I know it was Grand Central Station. You were on the phone. My wife was calling me in the middle of mentorship. I'm like, I have class right now, right? Okay.
Well, I looked at the Samurai dashboard. It looks terrific. It's going to take me a day or two to absorb all that.
Yeah, we might take a couple of minutes. Once we set our trades up for the Samurai sword, we can talk more about that and go. I'll walk you step by step, and I'll give Chuck the logins. You guys get the 7-day trial for the monthly membership, and if you want to upgrade to lifetime, you get lifetime access to it.
Sounds good. And also, I was going to ask you. I thought there was somewhere in previous messages where you had sent a list of the rules for the Samurai sword. Process. Was there ever a list of rules?
If you did you go to the course part?
I thought I did. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll show you that in a minute.
Okay.
But let's go to maybe turn off the waiting room. All right. Heavenly Father, we just thank you, Lord, for this day. Thank you for opening our eyes to look at charts and find winning trading patterns. Bless everyone under this call. Let their accounts grow and let their spirits and their health grow and their prosperity grow in Jesus' name. We just thank you for your blessings, and we thank you for Jesus. Amen. All right. James is online. All right. Welcome. Oh, let me make sure we are recording because we have a new format, this new system here. Oh, yeah, I didn't press the record button. Okay. And this is a recording. This is a FTFK. Yeah, because, right. They did an upgrade. They changed everything. And so glad everything has changed. Okay. Recording is started. All right, guys, welcome to the $50,000 to $50,000 challenge. My name is Dr. Greg. So glad to be with you here in this July, our first trading session. Got some really exciting things to share with you. Going to share with you our new Samurai dashboard. For those of you who upgraded to lifetime, you will have access to our guests waiting to join. Approval. No, there's no waiting room. Waiting room's off. The waiting room is off. So why are you just so okay? This thing is saying, give me messages. There are people waiting. Okay. Anyway, for those who upgrade to lifetime, thank you so much. You'll have lifetime access and full access to the dashboard, and so that's it, right? So okay, let's go ahead and take a look. I'll give you a tour of the Samurai Sword strategy and the new indicator that we have, which is going to help us find trades today. Okay, and let me go ahead and share the screen. Be patient with me while I try to find out where everything is located. Okay, and that's right here. Okay, so share. Okay, so here we go. I have it under this tab here. And my computer is running a little on the slow side. I just clicked the tab, and it's probably not liking all these other tabs. So let me start closing stuff down here. Oh, no, that is not what we're looking at here. Okay. So I know to close everything here. Exploring brokers. Okay. Let me just do this. DASH. SA. There. Samurai Orb Trader. Right. And so this is the Samurai Orb Trader right there. There's an introductory video here. You'll have a 7-day trial to this. I'll put the link in the chat box. And maybe copy and link chat. And here is our that's that. And let me give you the the free trial link, or the code that you enter in. So you're going to use this Samurai. This will be good for right there. So you can let me. I can give you a tour right now, or you can log in later. But there, it's right there. So there you got the link. And so so we have the Samurai Sword. There's an introductory video. Watch 76 instruments across 4 global sessions on a single screen. Strike only the breakouts to sustain, the chop, the noise, and the wicks fall away. Enter the dojo. And we use the hat strategy, high asymmetry trading, win big when you're right. So we have 2 screens. The market has 76. Most pairs sit dormant for hours and move 80% of their day in a single 15-minute window. Usually on the pair you weren't watching, the Samurai Sword draws a strike out the noise. And so we use the opening range breakout. And it looks at all 4 sessions, has a whipsaw filter, auto priority. And so let's get right to that. Let's log. So you go in here, go to dashboard. And then you have your opening range breakouts. You want to set it first to the closest session that you're trading. We're not in New York. We're not in London. We're not in Tokyo. We're around Sydney, a little after Sydney. We're going to click that, right? And we click that. It tells you it's seeing 16 instruments on hand. This Kenji is our AI processor, and what he does is he'll put the 3 of his top picks. He's put a crypto pick. So this covers not just forex, but crypto and CFDs and forex, right? So I look at forex majors first, or maybe forex. We can go to all instruments, or no, all forex. So you can either choose forex majors. You don't have to adjust anything here. In fact, maybe you want to put your, like I put how much money I had, $100 account. Now it's $320.74, risking 1%. You can choose a sound indicator. You have that Japanese dong if something is moving or breaking out, right? And minimum grade F. I'm just to see what everything is doing. Whipsaw bars, 1 chop window. You can basically leave this alone, right? And then so we are not seeing all forex. Okay, this is pretty interesting. It's Sydney, 9:10, 5 hours, and what we got going on? All instruments. Oh, there we go. How about all forex, forex majors, forex crosses? Okay, maybe you gotta try troll data. Okay. And what time is it? 7:11. Okay, hold on. Let's see. And we usually have something popping because it's this is really bad out there because minimum grade is F. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe refresh it. Okay, let's go to Okay, there we go. It's like, what was going on? It was like, hello. All right, it's the forex majors. There we go. All right. So we can see that, for instance, it gives a grade A, B, C, or D, and we want to trade A's and B's. And so let's say look at euro. There's a B. When the market low and the market high, the current price 113.82. Yep. And it's in a range. So right now it says in a range. So nothing is broken out yet, right? But let's say we were looking at the euro. We can click the euro and it'll produce a chart, right? So this was the New York session. Didn't do much of a breakout, right? We can scroll back and see like what it, sorry. We can scroll back and see what it did before. And you can see we broke out pretty good and kept going, right? It went to the 2R target. So if this was your risk, it has ORH high. That's the high of the range for the 30 minutes for the samurai sword. This is their sword. This is our breakout, right? And our breakout was roughly about 9 o'clock, 9:30 or so, and we broke out. We hit the 2R or 2 times the range. So this is the range R. This is 1R. This is 2R. That makes sense? Are you tracking? Let me know in the chat box. It makes sense. Give me a number 1 in the chat box. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. So, and we can close that up. You can actually look back at you see what happened in London. There was probably a lot more action there was a lot of action during Tokyo. Tokyo was on fire, right? Yes, last Tokyo. But let's look London and look at Australian dollar, right? And we can see that it moves sideways for a lot of it, breakout, boom, breakout, and then drop, right? So that was, but this previous one here, this was massive, right? Your risk is 3.3 pips from the breakout. If you got long on the breakout with your stop below the range, so your stop is 0.6877. I can zoom this in if you can't see it. Let's see if I can do that. Oh, it doesn't zoom. I better leave it alone. Don't do anything. It did. Okay. 0.6877, right? The high was 6880. That's 3 pips. So if you got long at maybe 8.5, you never saw it did not come back at your stop, right? So Aussie dollar, what did I take last night? I think I took Aussie CAD, and Aussie CAD was on fire. So you can go to each individual, like if you can sort by Aussie pairs. These are Aussie pairs, the Euro pairs, Kiwi pairs, dollar pairs, right? Anything with dollar in it. Swiss pairs, anything with Swiss. CAD pairs, yen pairs, indices, right? CFDs, gold, silver, and oil. They're all F and D. They're in the standing of the quarter. And our crypto majors. We got Litecoin, right? Litecoin broke out. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. So here's our Litecoin. Dropped, break and retest. It broke out of the channel, retested the sword, and then dropped to almost a 4R target. So you can imagine if you have a 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio, that's you only have to be right, like 30% of the time, right? If you're catching trades like this, right?
Hey Doc, I wanted to ask you about that grade.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, it gave it an A, but that doesn't necessarily indicate whether it's a buy or a sell, right? It's which direction the breakout's in.
Well, it could be an A going down or an A going up.
That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
Right. It's not directionally. It's based on if you hover over it.
Right.
The range 17% of ATR ideal. All right. The clean range, no chop, sustained 5-minute close outside the range, extended 106% past the range. chase risk target 1.44R achievable. So, right, versus D. Let's look at a D. Clean range, no chop, extended 49 pass range. Chase risk. Okay, didn't say it's not any riskier.
No, I see what you're saying, though. You could kind of judge where it's saying you should get to by where the trend's going, I guess.
Right, but you're also looking at, how far of the ATR has it moved, right? Has it, did it break? Because you look at the percentage of, the top white number is the ATR, the average true range of how far the currencies actually moved, right? And then this tells you what percent, if you were to take a percentage of that, well, gee, on average, this thing moves 178 pips, 25% of it, you get 44 pips, right? And so it's basically like on volatility and how far has it moved, right? And then he gives it a grade. But if you got something that's been chopping around, yeah, it's breaking out, but it's maybe it's not as volatile. It doesn't give you as much. It's not moving. Not all breakouts are the same, right?
Yeah.
I find that if I pick the A ones make money, and but I've seen them reverse too, but I took them to the south side too, like so yeah. I mean, you would want to just, in a basket of trades, you want to pick the, it's giving a bunch of, like, I really just needs to be able to sort this by grade, but yeah, I just look for, like, Dollar Cat definitely was an A. It's an A, right? It wasn't like, if you go back in some time. Oh, I need to find out why it does that. If I just gotta keep my cursor in the box, right? So here it broke out. I mean, but here the south side break. Look at that break. I mean, this didn't give you a whole lot, but this break south was tremendous, right? Because it really ran up before. If you go back here, see, this one was nice. Broke out there. 9.6 pip stop. And so 2R, it's like an 18 pip run. That'll move you down the spreadsheet, right? Here, I don't think we got to the 1R target, right? Oh, okay. But yeah, so.
Thanks for that. Yeah, that explains it. That grade. I was wondering, more about that letter grade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, A and B's are good, and everything below is not so good, right? But it could be A and with a pointing down direction or an up direction. This tells the quality of the trade. The market, pre-market low, pre-market, if you can almost see, like, where is this in relation to, right? If this is 86.09 and this is 86.15, well, it's 85.66. So it's close, it's closer to its bottom part of the range than the top part of the range, right?
Yeah, I see over there in one of the columns it says direction, but it has just a hyphen there.
Well, yeah, because in the range it hasn't moved, right?
I see. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that lights up after it breaks out of the range.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the breakout, let's say it's sustained or choppy.
Mm-hmm.
So right now everything is kind of like stuck. I don't see anything that's really moving.
Nothing out of the range.
You know why? Tomorrow's non-farm payroll.
Okay. Everybody's waiting.
Right, because July 4th is a Friday, right?
Yes.
4th of July, it's a holiday, or no, it's Saturday.
Saturday.
But people are gonna probably take off the 3rd, so they probably said, look, let's move non-farm payroll to the 2nd. Right. Oh, okay. Chuck has a question. Let me see. What this? My calendar won't go away. So since this is a new month, should I withdraw and start with the $50, carry it over, and start at a level that's? No, it's whatever you want. It's whatever you want to do. We just start at a different level. Just what did you? Okay. Well, how far did you get, Chuck? In the spreadsheet. Okay, wait a minute. Did you start with $50? Can you turn the microphone, Chuck? Can you turn? Can you talk to me? Talk to me, brother. From brother to another.
Yeah, yes, sir. I started with 50,
Okay, you started with $50. Okay.
but it's only at 300. So I was like, do I just?
Wait. Stop. Let's slow it down. I want to slow this down, guys. Do you hear what you just said? So let me know in the chat box. Send me yes. You heard Chuck that he only started with $50 and he turned it to $300. Tell me what. Okay, can someone tell me what the percentage is? Fast. Come on. I counted. Is Lisa in the room? Is Lisa still here? What's the percentage return? Come on, guys. James, tech guru. Come on, bro. Help me. What's the percent? You take 50 to 300. Talk to me.
600%, maybe.
Are you sure, Steve? I figure you're a history buff, right? Come on, people. Tell me in the chat box. Type it's 3 numbers. I know you don't break yourself. Type the 3 numbers. What percent is this?
It's 600%, but it's not 15,000.
But still, we gotta be faithful. Okay, let's practice gratitude and faithfulness, right? Okay, that's what I'm trying to. That's the point is to get 50,000. That's doable. I've done it, and we have other people that done it, right? My thing is, you took 50 to make 300, and a lot of people, go to a bank and say, I want 600% of my money. You know, do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I get that.
Right. Okay.
So the next question is,
okay.
Now that I'm at 300, do I start there and escalate it, or do I?
Yeah, exactly. Because now you're on the spreadsheet. I'm where you are, right? So we're both at day trade 11, right?
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
So let me. Right. So we're on the plan. Okay, I was there yesterday, and then I got to here. So this is where we are right now. So you can start right here, right? And you can actually move this out. Winona, how you doing? Welcome.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Welcome to the challenge. Glad to have you here.
Oh, thank you. I'm just looking for now. We're still trying to get everything set up.
Okay. All right. You can book a call with me too, and we can I can walk you through the setups and everything.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Cool. We're just congratulating Chuck. He only made 600%. He just took a $50 account and turned it to $300. So we're just.
Oh wow, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I need my women in here to let Chuck know that he's fantastic. He's a hero, right? And the James, he did like 1,600. Then I know we're trying to get 50,000, but I want to, we're going to practice gratitude because the Bible says if you're faithful with little, you'll be given much, right?
Right.
So we have the gratitude. Thank you, Winona. So once we have this the understanding that we take the small seed, I took $70 to $10,000, right? All the account had. Yeah, I hit some pound yen trades that went ballistic, but I found these small consolidations that break out, and when they break out, you get 5, 6, 7 times your risk, right? So I'm very proud of you, Chuck. Where's my bell? Where's my bell? Awesome. Yeah. So if you're taking the challenge, or if you're on, taking it month after month, right? It might take a little bit longer. That's fine. So he went from step 1, which is $50 to 300. Well, guess what? Now you can take, if you moved 11 steps, if you moved 11 more steps on this on the blueprint. Okay, well, let's take a look at that, right? So now that's step 22, and step 22 is 2,300. Now, would you be disappointed if you had $2,300 at the end of the month? You probably wouldn't, right? You probably, right? And so you could possibly move in steps from you might not move. These are not days. People say, oh, I had one guy goes, oh my God, this thing is going to take 30 days. It's going to take 30 days. And I said, no, it's not going to take 30 days. It's going to, it's going to take, it's not going to take 30 days. Sometimes you can move multiple trades in a single day, right? Especially if you trade London and New York, or you trade Tokyo and London, or you might find a bunch of trades during Sydney where we're moving our stop into break even, right? So you move the stop into break even, and now you have free capital to trade another thing, right? So you say, well, I don't have $50, but let's say that trade goes in the money, $10-20. Move your stop to lock in profit. Maybe so you get stopped out, you get stopped out with money, right? Oh man, you got stopped out. I made $20. You got stopped out and made money, right? Most people get stopped out, they lose money. I'm gonna teach you how to get stopped out and make money, right? And have multiple trades going on, because if all your trades are in the profit, then you can open up multiple positions. And if they close out with $10, $20, $30, $50, $100, well, now you're moving down the spreadsheet in a lot faster time, right? So it's just a matter, and I'm going to give you access. If you look in the chat, you get access to the to this tool that I'm going to show you. That's going to show when it warms up. It's probably, that's why everything's kind of slow. Yeah, tomorrow's non-farm payroll, and it's 4th of July. It's probably going to be a little weaker. That's fine, because we can use this to teach and to help you get set up and to help. I'm here 100%. Unlike other challenges where you're by yourself, I'm here for you. I have 30 years experience helping traders make millions of dollars. So it's my privilege, and I am joyful. It makes me so happy when you guys, one guy goes, oh, I made only $5,000. You make $5,000 for $50? Well, I didn't hit the $50,000 target. I'm like, going, bro, come on, man, work with me, So, but I understand you guys want to hit the big number, but I want to show you how to, when we're faithful of little, God gives us much, and we only can grow our money as much as we grow personally, right? We have to be able to grow as a person, be able to handle that, be good stewards of that. Okay, with that, let me go ahead and so we know where we are. So no matter where you are, maybe you're at 18 or 19 or state, but if you started at 1 and you're moving on down, oh, I just heard something. Let's go ahead and take a look, right? So all of our guys are in a range right now, all of our Forex pairs. Again, you can sign up for this. You get a 7-day trial. But don't worry, after the trial, you can go to lifetime. You can have it forever. Or you can just watch my screen, and I'm going to post screenshots. I want to show you all the parts of this. So there's a log button here, which tells you how powerful this system is. 60, it wins 44% of its trades. 80 wins, 67 losses, and the average number of pips, the largest win is 736, average loss is 40, the average win is 60. So it wins more pip wise than it loses, even though it's only 44%. It's only 44% right. But that's because it takes every single trade. We're only going to take the A trades, and that's going to be pretty good, right? Also, too, I want to show you that there is a signal component. It's a $49 upgrade, and that's here. And so these are the Forex. Let's take a look. Okay. Oh, there's a couple of things going on right now. Pound Swiss during London, Pound CAD during Sydney. Okay, we want to make notes of it. Take a screenshot of that, and I might take a screenshot of that. Right. I'm going to take a screenshot. Right. Aussie. Okay. Let me get back here. Okay. Yeah. Pound CAD is, so the risk is $25. Reward is 20. Kind of not a real big risk or reward there. but it's an A grade Aussie CAD sell. And this is filling. And we have Aussie Yen New York as a sell. And that's New York. But pound Swiss is a buy. Okay. So we can look at some of those trades or those setups to see which ones are ready to go. Now, the forex is an international market, trade around the world 24 hours a day. However, we know that even though they don't celebrate the 4th of July in other countries, it could impact how the market actually goes, right? So right now we're in Sydney's open, Tokyo's open, and sometimes I'll switch over to Tokyo to see if there's any difference. But I think Sydney gives me far more choices. We're gonna go to. I usually either stick around the forex majors, see what's going on. Forex majors, nothing's there. All forex, all instruments, FX crosses. Okay. Like we're not. It's like our data is kind of like spiky here. That we have a bunch of. Okay, there we go. All forex. Okay, stick with me. Oh, sustained 8 seconds. Okay, pound Swiss, A breaking up 15 seconds ago. Sustained. That's the only one right now, right? Let's take a look at it, just like that, right? It's starting to break out. So let's pull up a couple of things we can do. We can pull up our trading view charts. Is not required to have trading view, but you can get a free. I just like it for the charting. And then we can go and find pound Swiss. So we can type it in here. We can type in GBP CHF. That's the pound versus the Swiss franc. I know it's confusing. CHF doesn't even spell Swiss franc, but it's called Council Helvetica Federation. That's what they call it. We say USA. USA stands for United States of America, right? USA. So what's CHF stand for? And then when I worked at the brokerage, they said Chinese franc. That was Chinese currency. It's like, no, it's not Chinese franc. It's the Swiss franc. How can you get Swiss out of that? Don't ask. It's Latin. Oh, so here we go. So we set up in TradingView a template, and we save the template as I would go Sydney, right? So you click S for Sydney, right? And so it draws this range box. This is the samurai sword. And so we have the range, the first 30 minutes of range, 6 candles, the high and the low. And what we're waiting for is a breakout above the high. We have not got that. We didn't have much of a breakout there. I think samurai sword is a little bit, it probably likes it as a trade, but it hasn't closed outside. Okay, oh, we got pound yen gave us an alert. Let's take a look at pound yen. So apparently, this is TradingView, and it's giving us alerts on the pound yen. So maybe the pound is looking interesting as a way of playing the market. We have long wicks. These are candlesticks, and we're seeing an upward move in price, and then it dropped to this 200 simple moving average, and then price rebounded off the 200 simple moving average, and then it bounced a little and made a higher low. So we have these higher lows. These are lows, and they're higher. Each one is higher, and then we have a real higher low up here. So it's forming a stair step pattern, and usually when it's forming a stair step pattern, this pattern may continue leading to a breakout, right? But we haven't broken out yet, so we only look to enter the trade if price closes outside of the box, and it hasn't done that. So we are probably going to stand down on that. So that's the pound yen. I like trading with 2 different time frames. The 5-minute is our short-term trigger. We call it the trigger chart. Trigger, like pulling the trigger on a gun. TRIGGER. And then we have our higher time frame chart, which should be like 30 minutes or above. Something that's 6 times bigger than the previous. So this is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. We don't have a 25-minute chart, so we go to a 30-minute chart. And the idea or the reason why we do this is we want to see what the longer term trend is, and we can see that the trend is up, right? Higher highs and higher lows, right? Higher, see, it's going up, it's pointing up, right? Without any, if you give all the crazy little lines there, if you give all the lines, you give all the indicators, and just look what direction it's going. Just follow the direction. Just keep it really simple. You don't have to really understand any of this other stuff. But you see this, it's going up, right? And usually up is green, so I usually make that color green to match, right? And so if I bought when it was down, it went up. If I bought when it's down, it went up. If I bought when it's down, it goes up, right? So we anticipate that this will continue. They say the trend is your friend until it ends, right? So what we do when price drops here on the trigger, we wait till it goes up and we buy so we can be in this overall trend direction. This is like buying at a discount. It's like flipping houses, right? This is a good neighborhood, like Beverly Hills or, View Park or something, Island, some really nice area. But this is like a raggedy house in that block, right? So it's below market value. It has like an old car in the drive in the park in the front yard. There's grass growing everywhere. Stray dogs running around. The fence is down. The holes in the roof, right? And all kinds of newspapers piled up inside the mailbox and everything. And you knock on the door, and even though the neighborhood is a $500,000 neighborhood or $800,000 neighborhood, they ain't gonna get $800,000 for that, right? Because it's a dip. It's a dip in an overall uptrend, right? But it's good value, right? Because if you mow the lawn, get rid of that car, paint, put a new roof on it, fix it up, all of a sudden now, boom, it goes up in value. Why? Because the whole neighborhood is in an uptrend, right? So when if you ever flipped houses or watched flipping houses on TV, all we're doing is basically flipping currency. We're looking when there's a dip, when the trend is up, right? And then this gives us a baseline to get at the price before they build a new subdivision, before they put the highway in and put the lights and they pull permits, and all of a sudden all these vacant lots start, people start buying this for all these houses are being bought, right? And then the investors come in, and now it's an auction. You'll pay $215 for it. No, $216. How about $220, $225, $30, $230? Sold, right? It becomes an auction, right? Right now, buyers and sellers, hey, this is, and if it's in a downtrend, okay, when we have this downtrend, we have lower highs and lower lows. We make money in these parts when price rallies high. We can sell. We sell it when it's overvalued, right? And the reason why, maybe this was a great neighborhood, but they decided to build a prison and a sewer treatment plant and a county jail in the neighborhood, right? And now everyone's trying to sell. Now I'll sell my house. They're building a sewer plant and a jail, right? And some guys trying to I just added, I added jacuzzi and travertine tile. We don't care. They're gonna. Well, I can't sell it for $400. Why sell it for $300? How about $200? How about $100? How about $150? Right? Price goes down when there's no demand. Supply. It's all about supply and demand, right? And at the opening bell, that's when we see demand sometimes, right? And so that's why with all these instruments, we have a tool to watch all these things, because these things may jump. Like I have grouped by the majors. I'll group them by how volatile they are. We have Bitcoin. Bitcoin came back. Silver. The dollar index is up. The DXY stands for the U.S. dollar index, and it is a basket of currencies versus the U.S. dollar. Very powerful currency, because it's the reserve currency of the world. It's the U.S. dollar. And so all of these are based on the dollar: pound dollar, euro dollar, dollar CAD, or Aussie dollar. So when the dollar goes up, all these guys go, like Aussie dollar. Oh, well, see, Aussie dollar is pointing down. Look at that. I mean, it's just been every other one. If you look at all the other opening range breakouts here, and pause if you have any questions. I'm just trying to give you like a quick overview. All right, so this from here, right? This is the opening range breakout. This is the samurai sword, and it broke, came back and retested. You place your short there at 69.12, and it dropped all the way down to 68.82, right? So you can we can measure how much money you would have made by selling short. You can make money on the way down, right? It's a lot easier to do it forex. You sell it high. It's like Snoop Dogg. You're gonna sell high and buy back low. So if you sell it for 100 and buy it back for 10, well, guess what? You get to keep $90, right? So it's almost like used cars, right? You buy a car for like $10,000 or $20,000. The moment you drive it off the lot, what happens? Yeah, it drops in value, right? And if you were to take that car back, they'll probably offer you like 17 or 18 for it, right? And then once they buy it back for 18, they're going to keep $2,000 and then resell it again. That's what they love used cars. They love used cars more than new cars. Why? Because they can sell them, price will fall, then they can buy it back and sell it again at a higher price and do the same thing, right? Maybe not with the same car, but sometimes with the same car. So we can see we made there was on a 0.1 or $1 per pip. If you trade up 0.1 lot, you would make $36 on $1, right? Dollar pip. If you traded a $10 lot or $10 per pip, this is a $360 move, right? So this one move down is 360, and it took it's like a couple hours to make $360, but you basically placed your trade and went to bed and woke up with money, right?
Hey Doc, could you explain the retouch a little more? Because should we always expect a retouch after it breaks out?
No, I know people teach that strategy. Take the break and retouch strategy. I've seen it